Lord. Jesus.
Yo, listen, it's crazy. Welcome to Little Blackbird 91. Listen, madness on the dunya. This is a scary situation. To see a brother sprinting 6 blocks in America, running from his girlfriend that he apparently allegedly abused, I'm telling you, it's a scary world. The brother was sprinting. Usain Kang, as they would call him. Listen, jokes aside, this case is turned left, right, upside down. There's so many different things that have happened with this case. And I think what a lot of people obviously were intent on, creating sides, right? I like to wait till the end, same with Kiki and Palmer and her boyfriend, and same with Jonathan Majors. I was saying that, listen, I want to wait because going on anybody's side always gets you shot up, when people come up with more evidence. This evidence has obviously come out. There's also another video of the Coretta, him speaking to her about Coretta and Michelle Obama. And actually, the audio again doesn't prove anything distinctively nasty or abusive about the way he went about the situation. If anything, I think it's actually proved more of his innocence. But this particular clip here is really powerful because it shows you from the very beginning where he was in the car fighting to get her off, pushes her back into the car, well, picks her up and then puts her on the edge of the sidewalk and then sprints. And if you know anything about these situations, if you've ever dealt with a crazy girl before, you sprinting. Right now, when you sprint like that, what you're really saying is, I don't want to be around this person because I'm scared of what they might try to do or they might try and provoke me to do. It's not going to work out if I stay around you. So the fact that he's sprinting for 6 blocks and she's chasing him for 6 blocks, I just need you to understand the kind of level of madness we got going on in this situation. The toxicity, I'm believing, probably on both sides here, right? And so many people were jumping on Jonathan. Now, that doesn't mean that in the past he wasn't abusive to past girlfriends, people who came out or whatever the woodwork and said this. But it does feel a little bit like it is a campaign against Jonathan Majors, right? But if you do dirt in the past, it does tend to come up a little bit like this as well. So I understand. But in reality, with this situation with this young lady, they had to they had to find her first of all because she disappeared. And now, of course, I don't like the PR stuff that he does with Megan Good. I personally think it's a bit more PR-ish. He suddenly got with Megan Good, a black woman, and suddenly he's holding the Bible, doing like they said, calling. And it's so funny because they called him civil rights black handsome, and he mentioned somebody who was a civil rights movement wife that he wanted his girlfriend to be like. But I think, in this scenario, there's more to the story, right? Because clearly it's lining up with testimonies in terms of him pushing her back in the car, trying to fight to get away. And I'm not saying that he didn't. I think in the statement it said that he struck her in the car. More than likely he did. The girl grabbed his phone, and I keep telling people, listen, doing stuff like this where you grab somebody's phone thinking that the person's not going to try and fight you for their phone, don't do it. Man or woman, please don't do it. It's just stupid. And it opens you up to the stupid stuff. Snatching somebody's property and saying you're not going to give it back, and then they grab you and then they fling you about to get their property back. You don't want to be in that position. So I'm not going to say that he didn't strike her in the car, which I think that was one of the reports were saying. And then it got to a point where he tried to leave the car. He's trying to leave the car, trying to run away, ends up running away, and he's running 6 blocks. Yeah, that's a level of madness. I can't lie to you. Yeah, it's a level of madness. Let's look. Again, just a little last bit there. Crazy. Look at this. He's fighting to get her out. So he picks her up. No, he picks her up. He pulls her aside, puts her on the sidewalk, then runs. And she tries to hold on to him. Do you know how much fear you have to be in when you're trying to get away from your girlfriend in your Uber or whatever car they have, bruv. Do you know how mad you have to be to, he pushed her to the side and he ran away. Nah, brother. To be in that position, yeah, you've gone through some things. You've seen something. Look, the camera's even catching him running down the street. He runs into the middle of the road. He's sprinting away. This is Usain Kang. This is our Marvel leader running away from his girlfriend, and this is one that they told us that it was abusing her to the point he's running. Hey, look, brother. Do you know how mad it is? She's not even looking. She's not even looking in the road. Oh my days. She's not even looking as she ran to the end of the road, and the car was almost going to hit her. Right, which is crazy. My brother's sprinting down streets, rude boy, to get away from this girl. Like, do you know how mad that is? Yeah, there's more to the story. I'm not gonna say he's innocent all the way. I'm just gonna say there's more to the story. I refuse to jump on his neck like this, until I see there's more to the story. It's ludicrousy to a point where you run in the middle of the road and you don't even check to even see if it's an oncoming car. The car had to even slow down. Running him down like an op? Nah, running him down like a full-on op. Running him down like he's like an opposition gang member. Yeah, that's a kind of wild. I can't lie to you. Yeah, that's very, very wild. I would be honest with you. That for me, let me know what your thoughts are down below, guys. Because I just think to myself that this case has taken on a hold of a bunch, and I want to drop a separate video for the audio that they dropped for the where he called her to be more like Martin Luther King's wife or whatever. But this situation obviously has arms and legs, and I think a lot of people had counted out Jonathan Majors from early. And I mean, I've been a bit more of a supporter of him, but not necessarily. I wouldn't say necessarily I've been outright supporting him because again, niggas will fail, and they'll tell you stories, and then meanwhile they've done what they've done. So we all have that kind of experience. So I wasn't gonna just jump on a bandwagon without there being evidence. Now some more evidence coming out. Again, it's not clarification. It just might prove that he actually might be a little bit more innocent than people want to make out. But yeah, if you're doing 6 block sprinting, there ain't nothing good and nothing safe coming out of that position that you're in, bro. Like he was running, that is running from the Karen because you know exactly what's gonna happen.